Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading for September 2022. I apologize for the background sound. It's quite warm in this room, so I kind of have to have the air on. So if you can hear that in the background, that's why. Okay, very important month here for you. The solar plexus is going to be a very important chakra for you to work with, cleanse, clear, balance. You may just even feel like it's very activated. I feel like there's going to be a lot of insights coming from the solar plexus. Like, for example, those intuitive hits. Your intuition is going to be speaking very loudly to you this month through your solar plexus. So it's going to be very, very important for you to listen to your intuition this month. Because I feel like in some way you may be challenged or tested in what you have learned spiritually up until now. I feel like you are being, and I feel like I picked this up for Libra as well, but in kind of a different context. But there is like this final exam that I think a lot of us are going through, and a lot of that is happening through our relationships, what we're choosing for ourselves. Because there's so many of us that are being guided to this crossroads, and depending on what we choose is going to be a reflection of how far along we have come in our inner work and in our spiritual evolution. Now, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is a very strong and then very significant message that's coming through for someone here. So you may find that this message is a bit, nuanced or specific to a certain group of people. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like for whoever does resonate, it's going to be pretty profound. It's kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like it's a profound month of you even watching in yourself, almost like not being able to recognize this version of you in a good light, because you may find that you are making certain choices and decisions that may have scared you in the past, or you may have felt intimidating in the past, but you have come far along in your journey to really be independent, to really kind of make your own choices for yourself. I feel like you are a really big energy that I'm seeing here is being able to see through situations, being able to see through people as well. I really feel like you're going to be showing up as a Queen of Swords. That energy is really strong here. You're going to be a Queen of Swords this month because there may be some choices and decisions where you're feeling like you need to remove your emotions from it. Because the emotion part is you may find when I bring my emotions or I take on what other people are feeling about where I'm headed in my life or what's kind of happening to me in my life, it starts to confuse me, or I feel like my intuition gets thrown off a bit. So I really feel like even this month, you may feel like you want to be alone, like you want to spend more time by yourself, because you could feel your energy being pulled in many different directions, because there's other people who may want something different for you, or who may think that they know better than you do for your own life. And as we know, Scorpios do not like being told what to do. So, and I don't think these individuals are really trying to tell you what to do, but it's more out of love and concern and just kind of this, we just want what's best for you and we don't see it the way you see it. So we think that, it's like they're almost like they're projecting their own insecurities or fears for you onto you, even though you're not even feeling that for yourself. So this discernment, this clarity about where you stand with your life and what you want for your life is going to be very important. So being able to reconnect with your goals, your dreams, what is it that you really want? All this inner work, all this work that you've done on yourself, what are the conclusions you've come to for what you want in your life? And to not forget those when they are called into question, or when there's something that you need to make a decision on. It kind of throws that into the mix. Do I choose my dreams? Do I choose this thing that I've been wanting for so long? Or do I go down the path that I feel like is the path of least resistance, the one that I feel like I'll be accepted more in society, with my family, with my friends, that will make less waves in my life? So I do feel like there is this, kind of this push and pull. And it's important to I feel like you're going to spend a lot of time alone or by yourself just so you can have that clarity about what it is that you want for your life, not what others want for you, no matter how well-meaning or well-intentioned they are. Look at that, High Priestess. Yeah. So this is someone who has profound spiritual knowledge, someone who is very in tune with their intuition, very open. But I also see the High Priestess as someone who is very good at manifesting. I'm hearing manifesting in a way that other people may kind of look at and literally feel like, wow, what kind of magic is Scorpio like weaving into their life, and how are they doing it? So I really feel like this month, other people are going to see you as magical. I feel like you're bringing something into your life. You're creating something. It's almost from another person's perspective, it looks like you're literally creating something out of nothing. It's magic. Like all of a sudden, poof, there it is. There is this manifestation of this beautiful dream, not realizing how much work it must have taken to get to that point. But what people are seeing is like this huge 180, turn of, wow, all of a sudden there's this radical shift in Scorpio's life. Where did this come from? How did they become this? How did they make this happen in their life? So with this High Priestess energy, I really feel like others are seeing you as a force to be reckoned with. This, I thought I knew you, but I guess I don't kind of energy is what I'm actually seeing here. So you could also be just being a lot more transparent, a lot more, ready to reveal more of who you really are, that you may have always kept a little bit secretive or to yourself, not really wanting to share those more intimate parts of yourself. Maybe some gift or talent or something that you really hold close to your chest. I feel like you are ready to be a bit more transparent with that, and that's really gonna change how people see you in a good way. But there is a sense of shock and surprise as well to it. What's crossing this High Priestess here? The Page of Swords. Okay. Some of you could also be sharing your spiritual wisdom as well. Some of you may be ready to communicate or to speak your truth or to kind of show up in that way more strongly out in the world, so kind of writing or communicating or making videos or whatever it is. It's like you're putting yourself out there and you're sharing something that you have learned, something that you've studied for quite some time, something that you have been honing a skill on for quite some time is kind of what I'm seeing here. You're ready to really create something out of everything you've gathered. But there's like this feeling like you're being led there, or you're down this, it has a spiritual nature to it, whatever it is that you're creating or doing this month. The Lovers, okay. And what's the foundation here for Scorpio? The Six of Cups. Interesting. Okay. Foundation. Past. You're definitely closing up a cycle. You've learned what that cycle was meant for. You know what it was trying to teach you. And because you have that awareness now, you're ready to close that chapter. Because you could also see it repeating, right? But this time around, it's kind of like this time around though, because I know what this cycle is, because I recognize it, I know what I must do in order to break it. And I feel like there's something happening along those lines. Near future here for Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpio in September? What can Scorpio look forward to here? What are the energies that are coming up for Scorpio in September? Wow, beautiful. Four of Wands. Okay. They're saying pick one more for this. Okay, one more for the Four of Wands. Wow, look at that. Definitely have a significant relationship here. So love is surrounding you, even if you're not focusing on love. It's there. A partnership, a really important partnership here. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. Okay, emotions. How is Scorpio feeling this month? Page of Wands. Okay, curious, adventurous, wanting to take new risks, wanting to, change things up a bit for yourself. You're really like ready to just kind of like, I don't feel like it's almost like you don't want to be held back from anything. You are not taking too much of what other people are saying to heart. I think you're allowing your inspiration, your curiosity for life is starting to really overtake, like that's bigger than some things that could hold you back potentially. Like even if some of those things are still there, I don't see you paying too much attention to them. I feel like you're more in this mindset or in this space of, I want to focus on possibilities for my life. I want to focus on what my potential is. I want to focus on what I can do. What can I make with my life? What can I do from here on out? I don't want to focus on what hasn't worked, what, could be going in a different direction, the disappointments, the failures. I'm ready to let all of that go. I'm ready to wipe the slate clean. And I want to look at possibilities. Where can I go from here? So I feel like that's the mindset that you're in. And in your environment, you have the Eight of Cups. So you're pretty much detaching yourself from anything that you no longer see has a purpose for you, serves a purpose for you in your life. And a lot of this, I feel like, are things that you may have emotionally really bought into or given your energy to for a long time. And I feel like a lot of this inner work has taught you how much maybe really feeding into some kind of situation or relationship or connection with someone. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It could also be with a friend or with a family member. But I really feel like you are making the decision this time around to really emotionally detach yourself from something, because it's almost like you're seeing that, for as long as I can remember, I have always given my energy or my emotions, or I've always allowed this one situation or this one person to always have some kind of hold or foot in my life, or some kind of presence in how I feel about things, or how I should feel about something. And I've always found that every time I do that, I always feel imbalanced or unsettled or confused, or there's always this chaos that tends to happen in my life. And so now, as I'm in this new cycle in my life where I'm making new decisions and new choices, I'm no longer going to allow this presence to be there anymore, because I want that full autonomy over, how I feel about what I want for my life. And I no longer want that influence, at least the negative influence, from others' projections onto me. So whatever that is, whether that's a relationship or a family member or a friend or whatever it is, I feel like any influences that you feel like create emotional chaos in your life, you are distancing yourself from. And this is not just I'm just not going to look at it, but still inside it's affecting me. It's not like that. You are actually fully surrendering that experience. You're like, you know what? I can't make this person happy no matter what I do. And what I'm realizing is that it actually has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with, what maybe my choices and decisions trigger in another person. But it really has nothing to do with me. And I feel like there's some wisdom that you're seeing in some kind of situation that's helping you detach yourself, honestly, genuinely detach yourself from something, so it does not have this effect on you. And so you're able to confidently go towards your highest potential, or this dream that you have for yourself, without really feeling afraid or feeling like, am I doing something wrong? Or what if I'm going, it could also even be this sense of self-doubt that, this influence that something or someone has over you. We'll look deeper into that, see what kind of comes up with that Eight of Cups. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm bringing up here, that I'm kind of sensing here. This is very beautiful. There's a really beautiful, independent kind of vibe that you're bringing to the table. Like, this is what I want for myself, and I'm no longer allowing anything to kind of take me away from that connection that I have with myself. Hopes, dreams, and desires for Scorpio for the month of September. What is Scorpio wanting? Wanting to achieve, wanting to call in for their life. September. Yeah, a new beginning. Really being able to get something off the ground is what I'm hearing here. So there may be some projects or something that you're wanting to create, manifest in your life, but you're wanting to see some kind of tangible result. You're wanting to see something actually manifest in the 3D world for you. So we'll look into that as well with the clarifying cards. But I really feel like your focus is building something that you can tangibly see, feel, touch, smell, whatever it is. You want to see it manifest. Like, you no longer want this to just be a dream. You no longer want it to just live up in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit. You're ready to kind of really make something happen, kind of have something to show. Not for the sake that, like, look what I did, but it's also to be able to know that you have that power within yourself to actually create something. And so I feel like this month of September, you are allowing yourself to actually bring something to life, birth something into your world here. So there's a lot of creation happening this month here for you. But again, that solar plexus energy is going to be important, because that connection or that tethering that you have to yourself is going to help you to discern between energies that want to come and distract you or want to pull you off that path. So I feel like that's going to show up. Like, it's almost like the closer you get to this union state, this union state that you have with yourself, the more that influence or those opposing forces are going to feel like they're pulling on your energy even harder. And it's going to be important for you to stay centered and grounded, so you understand what's happening and how to not allow it to really pull you off your path. Final outcome for this month of September. Wow, Knight of Cups, following your heart. Love. Let love lead the way. Let your heart lead the way. Always follow your heart. That's going to be your strongest. I really feel like the solar and the heart chakra are going to be really beautiful guides for you this month. Whatever you're feeling and sensing in those energy centers, allow that to be your guide, regardless of, maybe how something sounds or how something, like, how do you feel about it? What are you sensing? What are you feeling about it, though? Because sometimes some things can look a certain way on the surface, but the feeling underneath, or that vibe, that's what I meant by seeing through something. There may be something where, it looks like a certain way on the outside, and maybe other people are also convinced that something looks a certain way on the outside, but you have that gift, that special gift, to be able to see through something or underneath something. So you're not easily fooled. You're not easily fooled by the illusions. It's like, better in a sense, like you're able to discern. You have a really strong sense of that. So trust yourself, because there may be some situations where you really feel like, I feel like I'm the only one who sees this. And that's okay if you are the only one who sees it. Trust your intuition, and trust that you don't also have to convince everybody what you see either. If they don't see it, and that's okay. But just make sure that you don't disconnect from your own intuition there. At the bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Love that. So this is, again, a lot of times I see the King of Swords as someone who's very intelligent, very clever, very wise. Someone who plans ahead is what I'm hearing here. Someone who plans ahead, plans for the future. So you could be really using your intellect this month. You're kind of really thinking things through. I feel like you're in planning stage. You're planning something. And I feel like you're also being very... it's like you're strategizing for some kind of, I'm hearing the word exit plan. So that may really resonate for only just a few of you, but it's like you're strategizing or planning for some kind of exit plan or exit strategy. How am I going to do this? How am I going to make this happen? I have this dream. I have this thing that I want to bring about. How am I going to make it happen? So I really feel like that's going to show up really strongly here for you as well. I also feel like someone has their eye on you too. I don't know. I'm just picking up on that with the King of Swords, because this could also be someone else. Someone who is, someone who is like seeing you, watching you, noticing something about you. This could also be someone who wants to give you some kind of opportunity with the King of Swords. Someone who sees something in you that is unique and special. But I feel like it has something to do with work. I feel like it has something to do something you're working on, something you're putting out there, somebody that you meet. And it feels like a masculine energy as well. Yeah, someone who kind of like zones in on you specifically. So maybe if you're applying for something, auditioning for something, it's like you're kind of spotlighted in this King of Swords mind. So I feel like selection, you're going to be selected for something as well. So for some of you who are in that situation, you may get selected for something that you have applied for, something you're going for. Chosen is what I'm hearing, like you're chosen for this King of Swords. Okay, let's go into these clarifying cards. Let's start with the Page of Swords and the High Priestess. Wow, look at that. We have the Page of Pentacles again. See, I really feel like there's this wisdom, this knowledge that you are ready to do something with. You're ready to kind of plant the seeds. You're ready to make something happen. So that's really interesting here. You're using your wisdom. You're using everything that you've acquired up until now. And there's something about this where it's going to change the perspective of how people see you. It's going to, I feel like you're allowing yourself to be seen much more transparently and much more authentically than you ever have before. So this is going to be new for you. So I feel like you're going to be taking that one step at a time, but you are building towards something. So what are we building towards with this Page of Pentacles? Some of you could also be pursuing, more like a higher learning, or you could be going for some kind of, certification or just taking classes, that kind of thing. But I also feel like it's going to really add value to your life. And I feel like you're going to be intuitively led to the things that you really want to do. So again, listening to that intuition is going to be very helpful. So if you're feeling really guided to take some kind of class, to learn something new, or to really, acquire some kind of skill, this could even be as simple as reading books or watching some educational YouTube videos or a movie or a documentary. Whatever it is this month, you're going to be acquiring information and knowledge. So really your mind is going to be really active this month as well, alongside your intuition. What does Scorpio need to know about this Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords? I also feel like there's something with destiny about this, especially with that High Priestess energy. There's something that you are pursuing, something that you are going to be opening up the door with. And this feels like, oh my gosh, okay. So for some of you, I'm feeling this energy of finally, I'm opening this door. Because I feel like it may have been something that you knew that the door was there, or you knew that there was something there. But maybe it was always like, it's just not time. I'm not ready to open this door. I'm not ready to pursue this. I don't think, and it can also have something to do with, your belief in yourself. Maybe it was always like, yeah, that would have been great if I could do that, but I don't think I'm capable, or I don't think I'm enough, or I don't think I can do that. So I really feel like that you're coming to this place where you're like more in this mindset of, yeah, I can. Why not? Why not me? Why can't I also be successful in this thing? Maybe this dream is not too big for me. Maybe I am selling myself short, or I was selling myself short in the past. And I settled for things that I thought were, more comfortable, but they were unfulfilling. And follow that intuition. If it feels like there's something more that you could have been doing, or there's something that, I think I can aim higher, it's like your intuition telling you, like, yes, you can, you have more to offer than this. And I feel like you're at this place in your life now where you're ready to open that door. You're like, finally, I see it now, and I understand why I needed to go through some of the experiences that I did. But I also know that it's true. This is truly meant for me. And almost like it was just waiting for me to be ready for it. Like it was always there, but it was waiting for you to be ready to open that door. So I feel like there's something that was always meant for you that's kind of like waiting for you to just say yes to it and open that door. Wow, King of Swords again. Interesting. And again, this might be some kind of opportunity. Can we have more information about this King of Swords? I feel like he may be coming in with an offer, because a lot of times Page of Pentacles is also like an offer. What is this about? King of Swords, the Hermit. I feel like this person has been kind of like watching from a distance, or maybe someone who has been, you know, not really been, you know, really hasn't made themselves known. Maybe they've been going through their own spiritual journey. They've been kind of going through their own, you know, exploration. What is this about? Can we have more information about this? The King of Swords and the Hermit. There's communication also coming in here. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so something having to do with work, something having to do with, you know, being able to pursue maybe like a dream of yours and being able to make money from it. Very interesting. There's a sense of destiny to this as well. So it's kind of like being, getting some kind of opportunity that was always meant for you, that was your destiny. But this could also symbolize this King of Swords, you know, working very hard on themselves. Someone that's been working very hard on, you know, maybe their own healing, their own spiritual journey, their own self-development. Wow. So very strong masculine energy coming through. This could also be this love situation. So you can take it in that sense as well. It doesn't always have to be work. I was kind of zoning in on work, but this could very well be a love situation as well. So this could be someone here who wants a new beginning with you. Maybe a lot of times Page of Swords is someone who is watching from a distance. And the fact that we have the Hermit, I really feel like there's someone that's been kind of behind the scenes, not really making themselves known, but it's someone that's been working on themselves. So perhaps they've been wanting to kind of work on themselves before they can make any kind of offer towards you, or really kind of even say anything towards you. But I do feel like this King of Swords, and especially because we have the Emperor, the King of Swords, both of the King of Swords upright, this could also be very strong Libra energy. I tend to associate King of Swords with Libra. So I really feel like there is something that this King of Swords wants to say, wants to communicate, wants to show you in some way that they've been working on themselves, and they're really coming in with this, you know, kind of transforming into this Emperor energy. So take that part as it resonates. So this could be showing up in a love situation, or it could also be something where it's work related, where there's someone who wants to come in with some kind of offer, wants to make some kind of deal with you, wants to work with you, wants to help you establish yourself in some way or another, or wants to build and grow with you in some way. So that could play out in different ways here. Okay, the Lovers. I feel like there's a sense of union this month for you, union with yourself, union with an aligned path, something with really integrating with kind of like coming into your power so you can fulfill some kind of soul purpose, or something along those lines. And this could also manifest as union with someone special, a special connection, soulmates, your soul tribe. So there's a lot of this union integration kind of energy coming in here for you this month. So there's a really big, you're going to be seeing a lot of the things that you've been sensing for quite some time start to really show up more profoundly in your 3D world. And I feel like you may have already been sensing that a lot of those things are already showing up for you, like these little signs and synchronicities, or you know, just these clues that Spirit has been giving you, like look what's on the way, or look what's coming towards you. So use those as confirmation that what you're manifesting and what you're calling in is working, and it's only going to start to crescendo and grow and grow and grow. So keep going in that direction, because I do feel like there's something kind of, it's getting closer and closer and closer, whatever it is that you're trying to call in for your life here. What do we need to know about the Lovers, Scorpio? Yeah, see the Magician manifesting your aligned path with that Lover's card. This is all about being on the path that makes you the happiest, that makes you feel very fulfilled in your life. And you have the power in your hands. That's what the Magician is. The Magician is someone who takes all the tools that they have at their disposal and really creates their dreams, and they make them happen. And I love that because we have the High Priestess and we have the Magician. So we have a lot of use of this profound spiritual energy that you have within you. And you're really tapping into that. You're opening up to the wisdom that you are so powerful and that you're using. Now you're able to also utilize that power. So there may be something in the past where you knew that you had this power, but maybe we struggled a bit with understanding how to use it or what to do with it. What do I want out of my life? So I feel like you had to kind of sort through some of that for yourself first. What is it that I want though? I know I have this at my disposal and I could create what I want, but what do I want? So I know that I'm creating the right things for myself. And so I feel like because this Lover's card really symbolizes your hard work and how you really coming into alignment with your soul, what resonates with your soul, you are able to have clarity about what it is that you want. And so now I kind of see that you're very committed. You're committed to, this dream or a goal or something that you're wanting for yourself, and you're making it happen is what I'm sensing here. Okay. The 7 of Cups in your past. Okay. So I feel like you were at a crossroads. The Queen of Cups. Interesting. So what do we need to know about this Queen of Cups and 7 of Cups in the past position for Scorpio? Choosing the right things for yourself. Okay. Choosing the right things. Yeah, Justice. Okay. So in the past, this may have been something of a struggle for you in the past where, we may have struggled. What do I choose? There may be a lot of times where in different situations or different circumstances where, you had to choose between maybe a line of work, maybe like when you were younger, you had to choose a specific career path. Or maybe you had to choose between certain partnerships, certain friends, certain lovers, certain schools, whatever it is. I feel like there was something about having to learning some kind of really important spiritual lesson about self-love. And, it's like maybe we had to kind of set aside what we wanted for ourselves to make other people happy. And I feel like that's the thing I feel like is coming full circle. I feel like that's the lesson. That's something that we have had to learn, what it means to really choose ourselves, and that it's not selfish, and that is actually self-love, that when we don't abandon what we truly want for ourselves. And so that's what's coming into balance. That's what's coming into harmony here for you. And I feel like you're really ending some kind of major cycle that has been on loop for quite some time. And this does take quite a bit of courage. This does take quite a bit of strength for you to be able to come to this place and to recognize what is truly right for you. I mean, even with these stars, it's like a lot of times this is also in the traditional, it's different cups. But it's like you could have many dreams, many paths, many doors, and not all of them are bad. They're just different timelines, different realities. But I feel like this work that you've done on yourself, or some kind of wisdom that you've come into, is helping you to recognize, but what is it that you truly want? Yes, there's always going to be all these options and choices, but what resonates with you the most? What makes you come the most alive? What helps you to reach your full potential? Where do you see the most growth for you? Where do you see yourself evolving the most? Which path? And I feel like that is what you're choosing. And sometimes that path is the one that not a lot of people may understand about you. And sometimes that's what makes it difficult to choose that path, because we feel like, what if I'm alone on that path? What if I'm the only one who chooses this one? What if there's no one to meet me on the other side? And so that Queen of Cups is, there's this it calls into question, well, how much do you love yourself? How much do you trust yourself? How much can you trust your intuition, knowing that we're not really sure what's on that other side, but we do know is that it feels right. So a lot of this is about self-trust, self-love, and, applying all of those lessons that we've learned up until now. Like, well, how did it go when we chose, a different path, and where did that make us happy? Where did it lead us to? So it's all about choices. It's not about right or wrong, but it's about choices, and it's about being in alignment and listening to what our heart truly wants. So that's gonna be different for different people. So, okay. The Six of Cups in your foundation. Ooh. Two of Wands. Okay, so again, see, we have this choice, lots of choices. And it could be something that has caused I feel like there was a lot of confusion here, a lot of internal conflict. What is this internal conflict with the Six of Cups, Nine of Swords, Two of Wands? What is this about for Scorpio, this internal conflict? Seven of Wands. A struggle to set boundaries is what I'm seeing in the past. I don't see that now. I see this in the past, that there may have been in the past a struggle to set boundaries with certain people. Feeling a bit like you didn't really have too much of a say in kind of how things go. Maybe this is how you felt when you were a child or when you were younger. Two of Pentacles here, but there is definitely a significant change. I do sometimes see this as a healing in the root chakra, because a lot of Two of Pentacles can sometimes symbolize a change or a shift in our foundation, in our physical world. So a home, a travel, going someplace else, choosing something different. A lot of times this symbolizes movement and change. So what else do we need to know about this? Maybe we're worried or concerned about making some kind of shift or change in our life. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. But the thing is that maybe where we have been, we haven't really seen a whole lot of growth. We haven't seen, maybe we just kind of felt like we are really left out in certain experiences because we have been in a certain situation or we chose a specific path. And now we're recognizing that. We're recognizing that by me being on this path, I don't see growth. I don't see my life really going in a direction that I wanted to go in. And so I need to make the courageous choice to make some kind of shift or change. And I really feel like it may be a bit of a struggle because, this is something that maybe you're having to set boundaries with certain thoughts or certain worries or this like inner conflict of what can go wrong, what is what am I afraid of? Or maybe we're afraid of what other people will think or the people that are closest to us. Because it's not so much about caring what other people think, but at the same time, the people that are closest to us, the people that we love, it does matter what they think. Like it does matter. We do hold that to some level of consideration. We don't want our loved ones or the people that are close to us to hurt or to be offended or to be, feel like even disrespected in some way by the choices and decisions that we make. So we're trying to discern where is that line? Where do we draw that line between what others want for us and what do I want for myself? And I really feel like maybe this could have something to do with, family. This could have something to do with the past as well with the Six of Cups. Because a lot of times these are things that are handed down to us from, I'm kind of seeing like, this influence of maybe parents or grandparents or like maybe this lineage, these patterns that tend to kind of perpetuate. And so perhaps you are the one, Scorpio, making this courageous choice to end some kind of pattern or cycle and pave a new path. I also feel like things are not going to be as bad as you may feel like they might be. So I'm also hearing to let go of worst case scenarios, especially if they haven't happened and there's no indication or sign that you see of them happening. I'm really being guided to pass on the message to let the worst case scenario, if you're imagining worst case scenarios, let that go. Imagine the best case scenario. What is the best thing that could happen by you choosing your highest timeline? Even if it sounds pretty kind of like this big dream or this big thing that feels maybe even intimidating sometimes to think of. What is the best outcome from that? Like if it could go perfectly in a perfect world, what would it look like? So I'm really being guided to pass on the message to disconnect from maybe our fears or what could possibly go wrong and focus more on, what could go right? So that is going to be helpful here for you this month. It's going to help you. It's going to feed into your vision. It's going to feed into your empowerment, is to focus on, especially if you have like this 50-50 chance of one or the other. You know, you're better focusing your energy on the best case rather than on the worst case. Okay. Okay, 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands. What is this about? This is in your near future. I'm seeing some of you actually physically build a home. So building like a new home, constructing maybe something from the ground up. So maybe this is something that's like brand new for you. A brand new home, or you have like a design in mind or something that's really specific. I just saw that come up here. For some of you, I feel like you may be moving to like a new location, a new place, and building a home. Establishing roots somewhere else, establishing roots somewhere. And I feel like it's almost, again, there's this destiny to it. You know, I feel like some of you could be moving, but the place that you're moving to will really feel familiar. One, it'll feel familiar to you. Some of you may even feel like you've been here before, or in another life, or you've lived here in another life, or something like that. Something very familiar about it. Even if it's a place you've never been before, there's going to be some place that you go that will feel like home. And this is all happening because you are coming home to yourself. So a lot of this is leading you home in many different ways. Home in your connections, relationships. So even the people that you meet will feel like you're home. The relationships that you're in, there'll be something about them that makes you feel like you're home. The locations, the job opportunities, the work that you're doing will feel like it's home. So that's kind of like the energy that you're starting to come into, the alignment that you're coming into, because you're coming home to yourself first. So the closer you get there, the more all of these things will start to manifest and show up for you in your life. And that's what I see with this 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands. This is all about home. The Knight of Cups and the World. Look at that, the ending of that cycle. So as you end this cycle, this is your reward, right? Like this is you kind of stepping away from these patterns that have held us down or held us off alignment, distracted us from what we really wanted for ourselves. And this is about you ending those cycles and really following your heart. And you're setting an example for other people. So a lot of you are going to become these like way showers, you know, just through simply living your life, simply through kind of exhibiting what it looks like to love yourself, what it looks like to have courage to, choose something different than maybe what our family has chosen. Just an example, but it's all about following our heart and what that means, what that looks like. And I feel like there's going to be people who are actually watching you and admiring you, even if they may not say it, even if they don't really communicate that. In their heart of hearts, like behind the scenes, they're really looking at you, and some of them may be thinking like, I wish I could do that. I wish I knew how to do that. But a lot of you are inspiring these changes in others as well. It's almost like by watching your courage, they are finding that courage within themselves to also make certain changes in their life that lead them to more happiness, more fulfillment in their life than maybe they allowed themselves to embrace before. So don't underestimate how much of an impact your life has on others, even if you're doing something just for you. There are people who are watching, even children, younger generations. They get impacted by these stories that we create for our own unique story, inspires them. So like, because we break those chains, we break the mold, so now that next generation doesn't have to adhere to those same restrictions or those same limitations because someone broke them, someone dismantled those barriers, and it opens up the world for the next gen. So I feel like, don't underestimate the impact or the power that you living your highest timeline or going after, what you truly want for yourself, even if in that moment you feel like you're alone, or you feel like you're the only one who sees things in this perspective. You're not wrong. Don't doubt yourself and trust yourself. That's going to be your best ally. The more you trust yourself and the more you have faith in your vision and your dreams, the more you will actually be the leader. You'll be the way shower for others on how they can do that for themselves as well. So you're definitely an inspiration here, Scorpio. Okay. Page of Wands. Your creativity is gonna really start to soar here. And this could have been something that you had to really fight through. I'm really feeling like, especially with this Ten of Swords, this feels painful. Like this feels like something that you've, to be able to, and I'm seeing this specifically with your creativity or something that you've wanted to express. I'm seeing strong sacral chakra energy here. So this is like the fight to really get to a place in your life where you feel like you can embrace your gifts, your talents, and express them and feel empowered by them and really create and manifest abundance through them. So there could be, like, you may have gone through these periods where it was like a stop and go kind of thing where, you would have these moments of like these bursts of inspiration and create something, and then they will kind of dip down, and you may have feel like disconnected from your passion, disconnected from your inspiration, disconnected. And then it takes a long time to kind of climb back out of that ditch almost. And then you'll feel another like spurt of, inspiration and wanting to create. And it could get quite exhausting to go up and down like that. But I feel like there is something about this that's ending because of some kind of healing and ending of a cycle here. So you're going to feel yourself be a lot more in the flow. I'm seeing a lot more balance come into your life. So you're going to be able to be more consistent. You're going to be able to kind of maintain some level of inspiration, some level like a muse, a channel for you to be able to create on a consistent basis. And that's going to really help you to create momentum and get things going in your life. So that's something you can definitely look forward to. You're ending some kind of cycle about the stop and go, or this struggle to feel some kind of flow in your energy. And I really feel like there's a strong focus on your sacral chakra energy there as well. So there's a lot of, they're showing me like almost like a rainbow. So you may even find that all your chakras are really coming into an alignment. So maybe this is not just one or two of your chakras that there's a focus on. I feel like this is more about, they're showing, and I've never actually seen this before because I always just pick up on a few of the energy centers that I see being really highlighted for that month. But I really feel like this is going to be about that rainbow energy. So this is all about integration and an alignment of all the centers so you can really express and let go of any of these blocks that may have kept you back in the past. What are we walking away from here? I'm curious about what the clarifying card is here about this. The Eight of Cups. What are we walking away from? What are we distancing ourselves from in the month of December? I really feel like you're going to just take kind of like an observational kind of perspective with this. So if you see other people and it's like, okay, usually this person tends to kind of project in this way and I don't need to take it on. So I feel like that's just an example, but I feel like this month, in order for you to get your work done, in order for you to make some movement forward or progress forward, even if there's people that come in, it's like you're going to let it go through one ear and out the other. You're really not going to take it on. And that is really going to benefit you in the best of ways here. So it's, I really feel like this is strength. This is the strength that you're exhibiting with some of the people that you're around, especially if you feel drained by them and you're aware of that, that, you're really going to have a discerning eye here with a lot of these energies that you may feel are floating on around you. You're not bothered by them, which is perfect. It's exactly where you need to be. Wow, beautiful. And what I'm hearing is you're creating space for beautiful opportunities to come in here for you. Can we have another clarifying card for the Eight of Wands? You're gonna have a lot of opportunities come towards you, but I do feel like you're not gonna take all of them. I feel like you're going to take the ones that truly resonate with you. Like, you're not gonna just take any offer. You're going to really be very careful with what you pick, is what I'm seeing here. What else do we need to know about the Eight of Wands here, Scorpio, your environment? I also see in another light, I also see a lot of energies in general coming towards you. So whether these are people, friends, family, whatever it is, again, you're very much like, no. Like even if there's like this energy coming towards you, you're not really engaging with it too much. You're very much just watching from a distance kind of thing. Six of Wands, beautiful, victory. Okay, being in the spotlight, you're definitely, and I said that, didn't I, earlier in the reading, that there's going to be a spotlight on you this month. I remember it was the King of Swords, like someone having their eye on you, and there's like a spotlight on you here. What more do we need to know about this? The Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you may be walking, or I mean, having some kind of, interesting. Okay, some kind of offer. Maybe you are going to be joining some kind of group, some kind of collaboration here, especially with that Six of Pentacles. I see you, someone giving you some kind of offer. You're being given something. And it's going to feel like a victory. It's going to feel like, and maybe it puts you in your, it gets something started for you. It opens a door here for you, and it's going to feel like you had a victory or you're winning. But I also feel like because of this, it may cause you to walk away from something else, because we have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords here. So, and then we have the King of Cups. So there may be someone that you're kind of not really giving too much of your energy towards to this King of Cups. There may be someone wanting to, like, you know, express their emotions to you, someone who's holding like their cup of love to you. But I kind of feel like you are not really, you're distancing yourself. You're emotionally disconnecting from that. What do we need to know about this? I feel like this Eight of Cups, Four of Swords has to do with this King of Cups. What is this about? What do we need to know about this for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know about this Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, and King of Cups? Okay, use your intuition. High Priestess. So you're definitely in the High Priestess position this month. You're really using your intuition. You're seeing through something. What is Scorpio seeing through into this King of Cups? What does Scorpio see in this King of Cups? Three of Swords. Yeah, look at that. Four of Cups. Heartbreak. Interesting. Wow, these cards are just like flying out. Four of Wands. So this could be someone that you're in a long-term commitment with, a relationship, someone that you may have built like a foundation with. But I feel like there's something with this King of Cups where, you know, there may have been some kind of heartbreak, because I feel like this Six of Wands, this Six of Pentacles, and this Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups is with that. This is kind of like what's coming in here for you, but I have a feeling this has something to do with like work and a new beginning. So this is in your environment in that sense. But I also feel like simultaneously, you also have a King of Cups who is trying to kind of get your attention here. Because I feel like this King of Cups is trying to, come forward with some kind of cup of love towards you. Also someone who is trying to maintain some kind of balance within a connection, or not balance, but almost like trying to keep something going, some kind of connection going. I'm not sensing a negative energy from the King of Cups, though. I'm not sensing a negative energy. It's just someone that is like pursuing. But there's something that you're seeing. You're using your wisdom. You're the High Priestess. So you're using your wisdom, and there's a lot of cards here about like not really being interested. And there's heartbreak here. So perhaps in the past, this King of Cups, there's a heartbreak that you're dealing with in relation to this King of Cups. And I really feel like you're just kind of wanting to be in your own space right now, especially with that Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. This is emotionally detaching. Both of these are kind of this is emotional detachment, like not taking that offer. It's, it's like this King of Cups is coming in with their cup, like this mermaid is coming in with her cup, and he's just kind of like, no, he's not interested. He's in his own energy. And then there's a walking away as well with that Eight of Cups. And then there's kind of like this retreat and going into your own space. So you may be just really nursing these wounds, this Three of Swords, this heartbreak here. So I'm not necessarily seeing that it's more of like you just need to maybe be on your own for a little bit, needing to heal some kind of heartbreak here. But there's also something that you're noticing, something that you're seeing about this King of Cups. You're using your intuition or your wisdom in some way with this situation. I'll pull one more because I'm curious to see where this is going here. I'll pull one more and then we'll move on. What do we need to know about this? What's an outcome of this? Is there an outcome for this month that Scorpio needs to know about with this King of Cups? The Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this is collaboration, working together. What do we need to know about this? The Knight of Wands. Okay. Well, I feel like maybe there's someone who will come towards you with with passion. Like there's someone that wants to work with you. I think this King of Cups wants to work on something, wants to work through something, wants to build something. Coming forward with a lot of passion. So I'm going to leave that there because I feel like this is almost like a to be continued kind of energy. But I don't see you this month at least paying too much attention to it. I feel like it's there, but I don't see you paying too much attention to it, to be honest. I feel like you're more focused on your own path right now. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep that there for now and then see how that progresses here. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Your dreams. This is about you cultivating your dreams, building towards your dreams. Yeah, a lot of passion coming in here. I love that. We have a lot of pages here. So a new beginning, new passions, illumination. Four of Pentacles. Building stability. You're starting. It's like you're laying down the foundations. You're laying down the foundations to something that you've been wanting to create for a long time. What is an outcome of this, of laying down these foundations for Scorpio? Where is this going for Scorpio? What is an outcome for what they're building? What direction is this going in for Scorpio? Look at that, Queen of Swords. I'm not surprised that she showed up this month. So you're being very clever, very intelligent, very tactful with how you are building something. So you're definitely using, your wisdom. You're also using experiences from the past of what didn't work for you and what has worked for you. And you are making very smart, intelligent choices this month about something that you're building and growing. And it's like the way that you're doing it is has a lot of, like, you're very clever this month, very smart, very intelligent, and kind of using all your resources and utilizing them to their fullest potential to make something happen here for you. So even if you're in this, beginning stages of something, you are very much, but you're very wise, like, what you're doing kind of thing. You know how you want to build something, and you are also not putting all your eggs in one basket is what I'm seeing here. You're making sure that you have all of your everything in order. You are very focused on getting yourself in the right space mentally, emotionally, physically, health-wise, your finances, everything. You're making sure that you are set for what you want for your future. And I see you kind of taking that day by day, like every day you are building that brick, every day that you're planning, you're strategizing, you're working very hard towards building a solid foundation for yourself here. And I see that's where most of your focus is on. I see a lot of your focus is really falling onto your own path, what you want for yourself, and less on what other people are wanting from you. I just kind of feel like it's just not, there's just like this vibe of it's just not, I just don't have it in me to really give to external things that either have broken my heart or have been disappointing or have always taken me off my peace. So anything that falls under those categories, you just don't have the capacity or the energy for it this month. I really see you only putting your energy in things that you see have potential for growth and happiness, and really cutting out a lot of that negativity. Can we have one more here? Yeah, see, she is using her intellect to cut herself out of situations that have really caused her to feel stuck and limited, is what I'm hearing with the Eight of Swords. So this is not just about being stuck. This is about being limited. And so this Queen of Swords is doing everything she can to come out of this mindset of limitation. Swords is always about our mind. It's about how we think. It's about these internal struggles or conflicts in our mind. And so I feel like the Queen of Swords here is looking at certain situations in her life where she's noticing, maybe I was not able to build in this way because of a certain mindset that I had, or something that was instilled in me, or a certain thought or belief that I had about myself that always kept me limited or held back, or something along those lines. So that's what I'm seeing here. You're cutting through. This Queen of Swords is finally cutting herself away from all those things that used to hold her back, the thoughts, the belief systems, everything that she used to believe about her life or how far she thought she could go. She's really stepping into her power here, and she's recognizing that I don't have to be in that mindset. I don't have to stay in those limitations, and that I can set myself free from that and really build a strong foundation for myself. So very beautiful. Okay, let's go into this last card here with the Knight of Cups. What do we need to know about this Knight of Cups for Scorpio this month? The Three of Cups. Okay, beautiful. There's some kind of victory, celebration, happiness. Some of you may be finding like a group of people or friends that you can spend quality time with, that you can really, really connect with, that just makes your heart come alive. I'm almost kind of feeling like, oh, these are like my people. Like these people get me. They understand me. I really resonate with this. Maybe it's a group of friends, a workplace, something that you really feel it's going to make you really happy. I need to know about this. Wow, Queen of Wands, beautiful. So I really feel like you're going to be very confident. Your confidence is attracting a lot of people towards you. High vibrational connections, soulmates, even in friendships, friendships that feel like soulmates, that feel like members of your family, your soul family, your tribe. I really feel like you're attracting your tribe here. So again, look, that solar plexus energy really overflowing. You're confident, you're radiant, you're beautiful. You are ready to be seen, and you're not letting yourself hold yourself back anymore if you have in the past. Let's pick one more here. I feel like there's something about childhood as well, that I'm seeing something very specific. Like there's some kind of interaction that you had in childhood that may have contributed to this habit or this pattern of dimming your light, or kind of holding back a little bit of how good you really are at something, or how much you can do, or how much you can offer. Like you've always kind of tempered how much you allowed other people to see. But there is like this, just ready to just kind of allow everything out in the open and not hold back, and not be afraid of who you may offend by being the best version of yourself. I feel like you're just done with all of that. Let's do one more. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Sun. I really feel like if you feel like you've had a blocked solar plexus, it's coming unblocked this month. Your solar plexus is coming unblocked this month. Yeah, and look at that. And it's going to open you up to a whole new world, like new possibilities, new opportunities, because you're releasing those blockages, those barriers that have been there for a long time. And it's almost like the key, the secret is unlocking through the solar plexus. So that's going to be really profound and important here for you this month. So very beautiful, Scorpio. Let's look into some oracle cards here and then we'll close your reading. Okay, what's your challenge? We have 2 cards here. Wonders and thriving. This is in your challenge position, however. Okay. The thriving card, what I'm hearing is the courage to stand out, the courage to see opportunities where others may not see them. And following your intuition anyways. So again, there may be a vibe here. The reason this is in the challenge position is because there's something about the miracles that can happen when you trust yourself, even if you don't always have that validation from the outside world to back it up, to confirm your intuition, to confirm what you know, to confirm what you feel for yourself. So this is a true test in self-trust. Just know that. Why things sometimes feel like you're second guessing yourself, especially if you, like, let's say let's say you spend your day really excited for something, some kind of project that you want to do, and then you get on the phone with someone, I don't know, like a family member, a friend, and you start talking to them and you're telling them about all your ideas that you're really excited about. And then, they start to kind of cast these little seeds of doubt or this apprehension or whatever it is, right? And then the rest of the day is just kind of like puts this gray cloud over, what you originally were so inspired to do in the past or like earlier that day before you got on the phone. So that kind of energy, it's like allowing yourself to not get pulled down by other influences here. And it's really amazing because that Wonders card just confirms what you open yourself up to when we no longer limit ourselves. And I also feel like with this giraffe, this beautiful giraffe on this card is also about seeing things from a higher perspective as well, which is seeing things from a different vantage point. And I feel like, Scorpio, you are able to see life differently from others, or you're able to see things in a different perspective than others. And that is actually what gives you a leg up in certain situations, because you're able to see a door open where others can't, or you're able to see an opportunity where others can't. And that is something that you can use to your benefit if you understand, or if you're able to trust yourself that you can do that, or you have that ability to do that. So it all comes down to that confidence, of having that confidence in yourself, because it's not that you don't have it or you can't do it. It's about knowing that you can and believing that you can. That's the only thing that really would be standing in your way here. So very beautiful. I love that. So it's not necessarily a challenge as it's working against you. It's more about what you are growing into. It's like growing pains, growing out of that limitation, that 8 of Swords energy. You're cutting through all of that and you're seeing it for what it really is, and that it's actually not as much of a hurdle as you may have perceived it to be in the past. So, okay, something positive here for Scorpio. Blessings, gifts, positivity for Scorpio this month in September. Relaxation. Congratulate yourself, validate yourself on how hard you have worked and how far you have come in your life. Even if this is something in your inner work, so maybe it's not it depends on, your situation. So for some, it's literally in your work life. For others, it's in the healing that you've done or the obstacles that you've overcome. A lot of whatever it is this month, really validate yourself, see your worth, know your true value, and know how valuable you are, how worthy you are. That's the relaxation card. This is about being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor after much hard work. So this is also a very positive sign, a very good sign of abundance that's coming towards you here as a result of something that you've worked very hard towards, or something that you've built over long periods of time. So this is success. This is this kind of like confirmation from Spirit, like it's okay to relax. It's okay to enjoy yourself. You deserve this. Open yourself up to that. Believe that you deserve that. Believe that you deserve this reward from the universe, or you deserve something to come and manifest in your life out of all of this beautiful work and growth that you have gone through. So very beautiful here. Very good sign. Very positive sign here for you. I really see abundance and success within that card here. There all could be, for some of you could also be an increase in raise, a pay raise, where you're able to afford a vacation. You have that extra cushion that you can spend on something that you can just enjoy, like going on a trip or buying something nice for yourself, or whatever it is. That's what I see. This is for like luxury and relaxation, that kind of vibe. Power. Beautiful. I love that. Really tapping into your power. Again, that solar plexus energy. I feel like some of you may also will get this sudden like insight, or maybe like just this sudden opening in tapping into a gift of yours or a power of yours. And you're going to utilize that and make something out of it. And it's going to really attract in a lot of success here. So beautiful. Again, trust those intuitive hits that you're getting, because it's leading you to the right things. Okay, guidance from the unicorns. Guidance from the unicorns for Scorpio for September. Polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. I feel like this, oh, I love that. Because we have the Lovers, we have the Two of Cups, and then we have polarity. So this is, again, all about union, integration, and balance. And this is just that confirmation of that work that you've done on yourself, really integrating a lot of parts of yourself that you may need to heal, things that may have been out of balance that you needed to bring into balance. And so I feel like there's a balance or a harmony that's happening here for you this month. Integration, union, balance, harmony. And that is just kind of setting something in motion here for you. So very beautiful. I love that. Let me pick one more here. Can we have another guidance for Scorpio for this month? The unicorns. One more message from miracles. Beautiful. And I feel like that matches with the wonders card here. Miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Yeah. So keep following that intuition, and you'd be surprised with what kind of manifests in your life. It's like this, you may feel like you're taking a risk on something, but believe that, really beautiful things can happen for yourself when you do that. So, okay. I feel like you'll feel it. I feel like you'll know. I don't feel like you'll you'll just, I just get this feeling like you'll just know that, that there's something you're deciding on is the right thing for you. I feel like you're on this like verge of making some kind of big decision in your life. And it's like, you know what you're being guided to do. I'm also hearing, and this is something that comes up as it's a common kind of expression or saying. It's not a saying. I think it's just like an expression, but it's like it was given to you, like that path. This specific path was given to you and not others for a reason. So I feel like that's an application to allowing yourself to choose something different from maybe what others may want you to do. Even with those best of intentions, it's like allowing yourself to make certain choices and decisions for yourself, and that even if they don't understand it or see it, there's a reason that this specific path was given to you and not them. It's not their path to understand. It's not their path to really walk. They will only kind of give their 2 cents of how they see things from their perspective, from their own growth and evolution. But at the end of the day, it's your path and it was given to you. And they also may not have all the bits and pieces of the story as well. So they're going to form conclusions from what they know, from what they understand. But it's you who has the whole picture for your life, who has a blueprint for what the path you have traveled. So that's the kind of energy, or that's the message that I'm hearing here, is that it was given to you. That path is for you to walk, and it's for you to decide what you want. Yeah. Know your worth. Beautiful. Time for a beginner mind, which really applies to all of those pages that we saw here. So really starting something new, getting something off the ground, building something, allowing yourself to learn different techniques, a different way of doing something. So your mind might really expand this month, in the sense that you are able to apply different ways of approaching something than how you've always approached it before. And by allowing yourself to do that, allowing yourself to learn a different way, being a student, especially even if you're a seasoned, you're a professional at something, allowing yourself to have that beginner mind is really going to give you a leg up, because it's going to help you to take on like a new skill, a new tool, a new resource that you can actually use to unlock some doors for you. So that's going to be really important here, that it's going to be this it's going to set you apart from something by being able to learn something, even if you feel like you know quite a bit already. And then trust in the magic, which I think really lines up with the miracles and the wonders card. Know that you are protected, you are safe, and that you are being guided, and that this path is between you and spirit. It's between you and your higher self and your unique soul path that you are walking. So trust in yourself, and trust that you are not alone. Even if you sometimes feel as if you are not alone. Very beautiful, Scorpio. You have a wonderful month ahead, a very profound, powerful month ahead. And I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for next month. Bye, Scorpio.